Peace and love. Welcome. It's good to be here with you again. This Today I'm going to unbox the Crystal Clear Oracle by Nadine Gordon Taylor. And I'm also going to show you the Heart Path Oracle cards that I just got. I got both of these decks used. This one was used but new. So it came in the plastic wrapping. I already took all that off. This one was used as well, but this one you can tell had a little bit more wear, but the cards are still fine. The book, I'm going to show you the book. So I'm getting to the point where I like buying the used deck, especially by certain sellers on Amazon. For one, you're supporting. Sometimes Goodwill will have their books up there. I know when I worked in the library, some friends, they sold their books on Amazon. So you're supporting smaller businesses, you're supporting charities, things like that. And a lot of times the decks usually come in pretty good shape. Now, there have been some times where I've gotten some that, in this one, I'm going to show you kind of one of the issues I have with this deck. So we'll see. But if they say like new, normally you're not going to have a lot of wear on the deck. Maybe the person opened it up, they realized it wasn't for them. Or sometimes it's just overstock. Or a lot of times, too, the boxes could be bent. And that could be a reason why they are selling it at a discount. So we're not going to go too much more into that. But before we start on the Crystal Clear Oracle, I wanted to show you, let's put that to the side. And I've already cleansed these cards. How do I cleanse my cards? Pray over them for one. I usually light incense, and then I'll just take my card and go over the incense just one at a time and pray over it as I'm doing it. Also, too, some of the oils. If you have any of the spiritual oils, I know I get these through the Witch's Roots box. Take a little bit, and I'll do this today. Tiny bit on your hands. You don't want to put a lot on, especially for a deck like this, because it's a little bit on the matte side, so it can hold on to oil. So we don't want to do that. But we can kind of cleanse our hands with the oils. As we're doing that, we can kind of pray. And then as we are picking up the cards and going through each of them, we just kind of say a silent prayer over the deck. Especially if you get one that's used, you definitely want to do that. So I'm not afraid of getting a tiny bit of oil on my cards, but I wanted to show some of these to you. All right, so swimming between the spaces. And I got this deck because of the themes, but also the artwork. Nadine Gordon Taylor, she's the artist and the writer. So I'm eager to share the guidebook with you guys. So swimming between the spaces, think with your heart, connect with your light. The critical moment, follow your intuition. I'm not going to read all of them. Some of them are landscape, and I pulled a few of them out because I don't think I'm going to keep them in the deck. Telepathic communication, I kept this one in. Enlightened leadership, and I'll just show them to you. Hopefully they're matte, and they kind of have like it's just a cardboard, but it's a durable cardboard. It's not as It's similar to Hay House in a way, but maybe a little bit more flat. Because I do believe Hay House has a tiny bit of has a thicker card. I don't think I have any Hay House decks out right now, but that's fine. But it's a durable deck. If you do a lot of riffle shuffling, I can see it bending with time. Because even this one, it's used, but it has like a little bend in it, but nothing that I find to be irritating. Soul assistance, soul guidance, unique perspective, the ever-evolving mystery, release the joy. All right, and so just wanted to show them to you so you can kind of get a feel for the artwork. Slow and steady, standing at the threshold of something new. The spiritual DNA. Some of these are really beautiful. Serious alchemy is afoot. Just the artwork is phenomenal. And here's another one of the ones that are one of the landscapes. Self-protection, setting boundaries. This one is beautiful to me. Looping, cycle of life and death, honor, bless, and release the past. So I'm going to put them to the side. And I just wanted to show you the book because this is one of the things that when it comes to ordering a used deck, you want to be careful with. Trigger warning, by the way. So, normally when I get a deck, I don't have any issues with the guidebook. But this particular person, they underlined every single thing in the book. The name, the title, all of these. They didn't get to, now I understand maybe underlining the copyright, maybe if you want to refer back to that. The date, I mean. They didn't get to all of these, but believe me, if they could have, if they had the time, they would have. But just everything is underlined. And those type of things might not bother others if they're getting something used, but they bother me. And so originally when I got this, the cards are in really good shape. I had to pray over them and cleanse them a bit. And mainly too, when you get a deck like this, especially with energies like this, the person maybe didn't resonate with the deck. They shuffled through it. The energy could have been scattered. Their energy, on top of the energy of the deck itself. And so you definitely want to cleanse the deck if you're getting one that's used. But pretty much everything is underlined. Everything. So I can definitely see underlining some things. And I'm not the type of person to tell somebody how to use their guidebook. You use it in a way that best fits you. But receiving something like this, the person realized it didn't work for them. Me, on the other hand, I have to decide, do I want to hold on to something like this? But I do want to definitely go through some of the cards. I want to go through all the cards, get an understanding of the art that was created for the cards and the artist's vision, which I think is important to really go into the guidebooks, especially when you have a creator that both, the artist and the writer. Do what's best for you, especially if it's helping with your understanding. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's see. So let's go ahead and get into the reason that we're here. So today I'm going to unbox the Crystal Clear. And then we're going to combine both of the decks together. Oh, some of the ones I took out, and I think I might just kind of hang up. Ancestors, Strength, Love, and Support. Genesis, the birth of consciousness. Your talent shines. I actually might put these back in. We'll see how I feel. I'm not a big fan of switching between having decks, upright, and then we have the landscape design in them as well. It kind of throws me off a tiny bit. But the art is beautiful. So, all right, so let's go ahead and take it on out. It's a beautiful piece of fluorite there. Put that to the side. And we'll just kind of look at them. I'll give some of the titles, but a lot of them I'll just let you all view them. So right off the back, I can say the artwork is extremely beautiful. Let's see where they... All right, so we got the exact same size. I wasn't concerned about that, but that's perfect. So we're going to make a master deck today. All right. Alexandrite, abundance, joy, and self-confidence. Oh, this is gorgeous. Amber, empowerment, healing, and letting go. This is just beautiful. It reminds me of my bird oracle cards. Amethyst, peace, protection, and compassionate purification. I love that. And the thing I love about this deck, I'm just going to look up really quickly just to make sure we're not getting, okay, perfect. We're not getting any, they're matte, so I love that about them, but I want to make sure we weren't getting the glare. Ammonite, change, evolution, and personal growth. So not only are you taking your information from the crystals, your knowledge of the crystals, or just looking at the crystals, what can you discern from that energy? The artist has put so much detail into these cards that, and along with the keywords, you just have so much to go off of if you read intuitively. But even if you don't, with those keywords there, and with the guidebook for certain, aquamarine, clarity, tranquility, youthful vitality. Beautiful. Brazilianite, creativity, wisdom, intention, amplifier. And so this is beautiful for me as well because I have a lot of crystals. I love crystal energy. I work with it a lot, and there are crystal videos on my channel. If you're interested, please go back and look at some of them. It will help me out a lot. But even still, I love crystal energy, but I don't have them all. So it's nice to have decks that represent some of the crystal energy that I might not have in my collection. Carnelian, a beautiful stone, powerful. Action, luck, and zest for life. Also, along with tiger eye, carnelian is good for courage. Celestite, one of my favorites. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Mindful, psychic, high vibration. Beautiful. All right. Charoite, authenticity, balance, and deep transformation. Look at that. That is just, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. This deck is fantastic. Chrysanthemum stone, intuition, optimism, Akashic records. Trying to see if I have a piece. Beautiful. I actually have another piece that really has the burst of the flower on it. I don't have it out here though, but I have a beautiful piece of chrysanthemum stone. Trying to look just to make sure I don't have it out here. All right. Chrysocolla, malachite. Calming, order, and Mother Nature. So we have two stones combined, which you find that a lot in nature. I love that. That's beautiful. Danbarite. I have some beautiful pieces of Danbarite. Celestial karma and sweet disposition. Let me look and see if I have a piece in my charm. Aren't that gorgeous? One of my favorites. Epidote. And I know I have some. Enhance, increase, and magnify thoughts. A piece of raw. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know if it's coming off on camera, if you can see any of the... Guys, I love crystals. The energy is just so beautiful to me. They speak to me just along with animal energy. Fluorite, comforting, intuitive, and otherworldly talents. Garnet, commitment, relationships, and believing in yourself. Hanksite, cleansing, grounding, and heightened sense of reality. Iolite, channel, visionary, and clear vision. And I'm going to, hope you can see the keywords. I'm going to just kind of go through the other ones and just let you take a little peek. They're beautiful. If you find that you're getting into tarot and oracle, crystal energy and animal energy, herbal energy. So working with Mother Nature is always forgiving the decks. So it's a great way to get started. Sometimes it's hard to resonate with decks that have a lot of people on them, especially if you don't resonate with some of the imagery shown. Decks are becoming more diverse, and in that way, not just when it comes to skin tones, but age diversity, shape as well, masculine and feminine energy. I do love a good feminine deck, but it is nice to have a balance in some of them as well. Oh, look at this lapis. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, Moldavite. I don't have any Moldavite, as it's more of an expensive stone, but I would love to get maybe a small piece one day. Acceleration, synchronicity, and shifting your life. Moonstone. Ah, Mystic Merlinite, or Indigo Gabbro as well. Communication, Epiphanies, Enchanted Memories. This card is just so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Obsidian, classic. Look at how beautiful that is. And then also too, when you're opening up a deck, you can feel it. You can feel the energy, especially if the person, you can feel the intention of the artist and the author as well. It's really powerful when you have an artist and an author. But you can feel the energy of these cards, the love and the healing that the person wanted to represent with the imagery chosen. A pyrite is one of my absolute favorites. Absolute favorites. Give you a little pyrite energy. Fool's gold. Sending you guys some energy of abundance whenever you come across this video. Sending it your way. Energy, willpower, encouraging prosperity. Let's bring that into our lives. That sounds beautiful. Rose quartz, of course. I always have a piece of rose quartz nearby. Let's see, ruby, chi, concentration and eternal love. Septarian, honorable, space, harmonious vibrations. Beautiful. Serpentine. Smoky. Stibnite. Oh my goodness. Look how sweet. Look how sweet they are with the starfish. It's beautiful. And so I know when I read the book, the beautiful thing about this book, they're going to give me information about the crystals. We have certain flowers that have been chosen. We have the insects. We have the animals. We have the birds. And so, and then, of course, we have the moon here. Look at this cat. Tiger's eye, one of my, just a classic. Guys, get you a piece of tiger's eye. If you can have a couple of crystals, tiger's eye, rose quartz, and clear quartz. Good way. A piece of amethyst as well. Good way to start. Maybe some black tourmaline or obsidian for protection. Opportunity, willpower, and primal instincts. I like that. Topaz. Tourmaline, which is one of my favorite crystals. Compassion, heart, soothing sensations. Turquoise. Cleansing, stabilizing, karmic shifting. And vanadinite. Adventurous, daring, and problem solver. I don't have any of this. But friends, what a beautiful deck. And this one actually didn't have any, we didn't come across any landscapes. Did we? I don't think we did. So that is wonderful. I don't have to worry about not including them in the deck. But let's kind of look at the energy. Okay, let's look at the guidebook and see what we have going on here. So let's see. Let's see. A little bit of a message from the author. Talking about her connection with crystals, with crystal energy, and how to use the crystal clear oracle cards. She says, working with divination cards is a very personal thing. I believe there's no one correct way to use them. Over time, you will cultivate certain preferences, and that is exactly the truth of it all. You read how you are, and how you read and you do what's right for you. You know, if you need to stick close to the guidebook, then you do that. Um, if you want to stay away and kind of not stay away, but take a look, but look more at the imagery. Guys, this imagery, you can look at it for hours. All right, so let's see. Also, we have connecting with source. So these are some of the ways: clearing the cards, knocking on the deck 3 times. I know people who do that. Blowing, you can spread your cards down on the surface or just fan them out in your hand and blow on them. Feel and see your breath coming directly from source. I love that. Envisioning a clear mind. Meditating over your cards, fragrances, burning incense or spraying your space, or deck with sage spray. So using sprays, you saw me earlier just taking a little bit of spiritual oil and putting it on your hands. Bay leaves, sound, crystals. And so a lot of times if a deck is brand new for me, I'll just lay it like this, and I'll put my quartz crystal over top of it, and I'll let it sit like this overnight. If it's a deck that I'm having a harder time connecting with, or, you know, out the box, I can see that, you know, it might take a while for us to really truly become one. Because that's for me, when I get a deck, I desire to become one with the deck. If you know if you resonate with a deck after you've used it for a while. I have decks that they never wanted to speak to me. They were very closed. And so that energy wasn't for me. But sometimes I'll place this on my altar as well with the crystal on top, and I'll ask my ancestors to bless it. So you can do that as well with your decks. But I love these. Let's see. She says charging the cards when you have finished any of the above rituals. And even when you haven't done anything special, I always recommend taking your cards in your hands and holding them to your heart. This is the best and quickest way to become a loving and positive divine conduit. I love that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So she has some ideas for the single card. Past, present, future, and outcome. Let's see here. Let me get a little sip. Journaling with the cards, affirmations. Oh, she said at the end of each crystal message are 3 affirmations designed to trigger reflective insights. The number 3 was chosen because it resonates with the energies of creation and completion. All right, and so then we go into the cards. And so what we'll do is we'll shuffle this deck. We'll read it, and then I'll also shuffle the other one as well, and then we'll read a card from both, and then we'll combine them. All right, so I'm going to do what she said. I'm going to place it over my heart for a minute, so give me a moment. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing these cards to come into my life. Thank you for the wisdom and knowledge that they contain. Thank you to Mother Earth and the crystal energy containing the cards. I give thanks for all the abundance given to me by Mother Earth. I honor her. I acknowledge her. All right, so let's see. Thank you, Spirit. So let's go ahead and shuffle them. Let's get a message for today. For all of us, if you're here with me, thank you for being here, by the way. My channel is growing nice and slow, and I think that's a beautiful thing. When I get to 100 subscribers, I want to start doing something really special on the channel. I saw it on another channel. I think it's called Wit Sundays. I think that's the name of the channel. But she has beautiful, she showcases cards. Sometimes she'll do readings, general readings. But I noticed that once a month, I don't even know if it's once a month, so I don't want to say that. But every now and then she opens her channel up to do a reading for a subscriber, which means they send her an email. If you're interested, you send an email and she'll pick somebody. So I think when I get to 100, I'm going to start doing that. But I'll put it on the channel for all to see. I won't put the name, but I'll just put the question, because a lot of times, especially in the spiritual community, a lot of us are going through some of the same things. So a message for someone could be, a message for one person could resonate with many. So I'll start doing that once I reach 100. The goal for this channel would be 5. I would love 500 subscribers, but we'll see. It's whatever spirit has in store for me. I love smaller channels because I love to keep the energy between us. It means that when I read for you all, I'm reading for me, but I'm reading for you, and I'm able to pick up. It resonates easier. But the readings that I do on this channel should resonate because we just deal with ascension. It's not he said, she said types of readings. It's about spiritual growth, which everybody should be on that path. All right, so let's see. Let's get one. But it means it creates a family. It creates a family when we keep it, when we have it small. You know who's in your house. I love that. I love the idea of knowing who's in my house. If you are here, and if you subscribe, you come across this video or any of my videos, please feel free to communicate in the comments. I love to talk. I answer any, I respond to any comment, but it helps me have an understanding of who's here. And, you tell me what you're interested in. If I've done a reading on this channel, if you love the birds messages, if you love the lovers readings, let me know and I'll make sure that I can incorporate that. I had a subscriber that I really love engaging with. She had mentioned one of the career readings I did, and so I put one out recently. So, I'm here for you all. I'm here for you all. All right, so let's see. Let's get one. I know we had those 2 flip over, but I just want one. All right, so the Stibnite, programming, reborn, and explosive power. I'll hold it up. And let's look at the bottom one. Oh, Kunzite. This card here is just gorgeous. But this card is beautiful too. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. And then let's take a quick peek. And I think they're alphabetical. Which, thank you, creator, for that. Creator of the deck. It means a lot. All right, so the book is bound nicely. All right, so Stibnite, the explosive transformer, programming, reborn, and explosive power. I am Stibnite, a sulfide mineral sometimes called antimony, and I shake you up. I have a brilliant metallic luster and a lead to steel gray color. I was born long ago when dinosaurs walked the earth and volcanoes ruled the landscape. In this image, I appear in the nighttime sky and radiate in all directions. You have chosen this card because you want to be reborn. My knife-like crystals radiate out in all directions, cutting away the old to make way for the new. I am known to be a stone of Pluto, the planet associated with explosive power and revolution. So, you can see how I would be linked with intense inner transformation. When you keep me within your sphere, you align with Pluto's dynamism, death and rebirth, and my healing frequencies. I was even used as medication in some ancient cultures. If you want to peel off old layers of outdated belief systems and tap into your original programming, I am the stone to carry around. Keep me close when writing and reciting affirmations, the secret to shifting your reality. And see synchronicities increase. Combine me with Moldavite, and together we will blast open your heart and clear any negativity you have picked up in the past. Joining our journey are a blue rose, a lunar moth, 2 ladybirds, Mount Fuji, Pluto, 3 seals, a sea lion, and a dolphin. It's a lot. All right, the dolphin is in a dimension all of its own. Let me see it. It has come to remind you to focus on being positive. It knows that laughing is healthy. This quotation by Dr. Madan Kataria says it all. I have not seen anyone dying of laughter, but I know millions who are dying because they are not laughing. Laughter has a way of improving your health by decreasing stress hormones and increasing infection-fighting antibodies. It triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, that can even temporarily relieve pain. And all this free, unlike doctors. Remember, happiness is a choice. It comes from the inside, never from others. When you exude positivity, you attract others with the same energy. You have to be it to attract it. The same with love. With Mount Fuji and with Mount Fuji, Pluto, and I appearing together, expect things in your life to change. Although it might be hard to see at first, change is for the better, no matter how intense. Any birthing brings drama, but eventually things settle down. And when they do, you will see you're in a much better place than before. You're moving into a different kind of reality in which your assumptions about the nature of physical objects, time and space will no longer be what you're used to. The moth and seals say to be brave, go inside and cover mysteries, and go toward the light. Trust your intuition more than anything you read or hear on the news or others. The sea lion sleeps 12 hours a day. It wants to help you improve your sleep habits. Are you getting 8 hours of sleep at night? Be honest. If you're going to change the world, you need to rest. What will shift our planet? It will not be the chosen ones, shamans, or what will shift our planet? It will not be the chosen ones, shamans, and or sages. It will be you, your friends, and your family. We have the power. We are all receiving upgrades in the form of synchronicities. When the blue rose blossoms, miracles will become the norm. We will succeed. We will succeed because the ladybirds vibrate prosperity, abundance, and success. Follow me, Stibnite, to a world and timeline that explodes with new possibilities and promises of love. Now that, my friends, was a powerful write-up. And I love a good guidebook. And especially the guidebook of the person who created the art and wrote the words. You can't beat it because they sometimes it can be disjointed, and sometimes you can find a guidebook with just a few words. But this, with all the symbols are recognized in the guidebook. You're not left out in the cold. This is powerful. This is beautiful. Nadine Gordon Taylor, you did your thing with this one. This is a fantastic deck, friends. If you come across it, I highly recommend it. Just looking at the energy of the cards, feeling the energy of the cards, and that entry. Let's pull one from this as well. This one had 53 cards. The Heart Path Oracle. I'll bring this book up so you can see it. And the Crystal Clear has 40 cards. And so we're going to combine them today. So let's see. Let's pull one from this and get a readout so you can hear it. Video might be a little bit long, but I have long videos on this channel. So bear with me. Let's see. Let's get one. Spirit, where are we? That last card, there's a lot of information in there, hopefully for all of us. I know I was able to pull a lot from that. Let's see. The one that I love so much. Looping, cycle of life and death. Honor, bless, and release the past. All right, so let's see. Let's get a feel for the write-ups in this deck. Let's see. Looping. All right, so a little different the way they have it written. Let's see. Might be a little bit more information, longer write-ups in the crystal, but that's fine. We have more cards here. So looping, cycle of life and death, honor, bless, and release the past. The card you have selected is rich in Egyptian symbolism. It depicts a young Egyptian noble encircled by a blue crocodile. The young noble has two sets of arms and hands. Two of his four hands are raised, and the others are held down by a braided collar piece called a yusek. Which I could be wrong, guys. He wears a beaded anklet on his left leg and a royal apron called the shindit. It is finely pleated around his waist and printed with an abstracted scarab pattern. Mathematical symbols form a border around its hem. The bodice piece is made up of the face of a baboon. Two scarabs balance the noble on either side. Centered behind his head is a glowing pyramid. Streams of souls leave the pyramid and rise into space. A wheel of life spins at the top of the top center. Five skulls, and I apologize, I should have just had the card up here for you guys. Five skulls rest on the ground by its feet. The star Sirius, located in the Canis Major constellation, is just to the left of the pyramid. Your message. Reincarnation leaves an energetic signature, but it's here and now that is important. Past deeds do affect us, but only if we refuse to learn from them and gain them unnecessary attention. That which is gone before must be honored, blessed, and released. You need to face what is keeping you from loving yourself unconditionally. Identify behaviors that diminish your self confidence and personal power, and see for what they are: an illusion, a manufactured construct created to keep you from waking up to your truth. Once you know how to tap into and strengthen this wisdom, you can survive anything. Remember to allow yourself to do what you came here to do in this life. Crocodile teaches you how to be successful, gentle, caring, a caring person in a harsh, seemingly cruel world. And this is extremely important right now. We have a lot of things happening globally and right here. Like the ferocious crocodile who gently nestles and carries its baby in its mouth, we too need to remember to be sensitive and caring to our families and friends. When the scarab appears in your life, it is time to understand that the drama you are in is temporary. Remove yourself from it by focusing on the heart chakra and sending love to all involved. Be centered and allow others to feel your balance. Know that you experience closure. It will move on to the next adventure with friends, a romantic connection, or family. It is important that you understand that when life seems like a struggle, it is just one loop of a cycle. If you are patient and understanding, you will prevail. So that is beautiful. So this one talks about endings and moving into a new cycle, not being afraid to move into a new cycle, loving yourself unconditionally, being gentle. This one also talks about new cycles opening up, explosive energy, things coming in suddenly, but also enjoying life, being lighthearted like this dolphin. These are beautiful, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and combine them, because that's how I plan to use them. So even though I talked a little bit about this book, I plan on holding on to it, even with all the writing in it, because it's just too beautiful, the messages. And so they will be different backs. That won't bother me. All right, so we have the dove on one, and then we have the crystal. And so let me go ahead and light another incense stick. Give me a minute. All right. All right, I'm going to put them to the side for a minute. And this is the oil that I got. It's going to be a massive deck too, the Fortuna. I'm just going to spray a little bit of it. And so I'm going to grab a little bit of each card, each deck, and I'm going to slowly start to incorporate them. And this might not be for everybody. You might not want to work with these energies together. And over time, as I shuffle them more, they will start to blend. You can kind of tell the newer ones, the ones that I just took out the package, from the ones that I got that were actually really used. All right. You can kind of see the difference. See? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle them, and I'm going to lay out maybe 3 cards, and I'll just leave them there for you to look at, and you can intuitively maybe discern some messages from them. And as I'm doing this, I'm meditating. I'm just giving thanks to the cards. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Might not be the size deck for everybody. All All right, so let's see. Can I even shuffle them? So I overhand shuffle. I'm moving them out in a little bit from the back just so I can kind of mix them up a little bit more. All right, Spirit. Give me a message for today, for the viewers, for those of us who are watching. Let's see. I would love to get a reading with both. Let's see. Imagination creates reality. Go the distance. Can you see it? Is it in the frame at all? Time wave. Being present in the moment. And then epidote. Enhance, increase, and magnifying thoughts. Then on the bottom we had topaz. Relaxing, successful, and inner vision. So guys, I had to, let's see, can you all see that? So I'm going to spend some more time with this and continue to work on my shuffling. All right, so I can get comfortable with it. I don't know if I would recommend this for everybody. It's about the size. Let me pull out a tarot. I recently got this, friends. This was another reuse deck, Ravenous Drakon. This is one of my favorite artists, Beth Sillinen. This deck, I've shown this deck on my channel many times. The Dream Ravens. It might not be loved by all, but I love this deck. And so I've been eyeing this one for many years. And so I decided to go ahead and get it. But I'm going to pull it out so you all can see the size. So this is 78 tarot cards. All right. So even still, it's a lot. A little bit thicker. You can see it. I have no trouble shuffling this. I mean, it took some time for me to get used to it. It's going to take some time for me to get used to this, but I do like the idea of them being combined, and I'll probably keep them that way. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a wonderful time talking and chatting with you, and we'll see each other soon. All right, peace. Oh, real quick. Just so you can see some of these, just the dragon energy on these cards for those who might be interested. All right, take care. Peace.